All right. Whimpering race reset. So let's get in there and see what's going on. It's funny thinking about Whimpering race because it's kind of like our version of. I don't know. Because we have two, basically compared to Zenless, we have like two Shiyu defenses. It's kind of like this and Tower of Adversity. They're both similar in that way. But yeah, I don't know. Again, there's no extra buffs here, so it's a little simpler. The only thing, like, it's nice planning around these buffs and all this other stuff. It used to be, but now they kind of they got rid of all this, and all we have is Havoc versus non-Havoc. So we can't use any Havoc units for these. I think what we're gonna do is the tried and true method of this. Where are you? This guy and her. And then down here, we're gonna do you, and what do I usually do down here? So, I mean, I usually do him. It's kind of interesting. I don't really have another backup. Now, obviously, I can put Verena here, but again, I don't have another variation, and I kind of don't like want to do that anyway. What else can I do? I guess we can do. Like I said, it's not that big a deal, but I think what I'm going to do here is instead of having you, we're going to do. We're just going to go Carlotta, you here. And then down here we'll put this guy. We're not going to use these yet because these are better for later. I'm just going to use this one. I always like using this one anyway. 25% damage attribute. Okay. This is just the first few, so it's not that big a deal. We usually do pretty well, I think. Sometimes in the last one I do well, and then in the first few I don't.
Found you. Leave it to me. Spot. Stay calm. Loading. Collapse. Such is their blessing. My compliments. Take this.
Yeah, because what's her name? Cardathea takes up so much field time doing all her like combos, and then she goes into ult mode and all that stuff. Like she has to apply all her debuffs and all. I like having Carlotta here because Carlotta, this is all Carlotta does until her forte is done, and then I can do an ult, you know. So it's not, you know, it's not good or bad. It's just, she by herself, like, if you ever, I don't know, I haven't used her very much, but I use her whenever you try her out with like to give you the trials or whatever. Yeah, I've used Carlotta with Gigia or whatever her name is, and it's just not as fun. I don't know. It's just like having Carlotta be on field for a lot of the time is just not super engaging to me. So just having her come in and do her resonance skill is kind of the way I'm like. I enjoy playing her more.
In war with time. Loading. My compliments. Take this. You won't escape. The stage is set.
Yeah, because a lot of her stuff is very burst oriented, so. And I wasted that. It's very like, you know, condense all her damage into these like small intervals. So obviously, like, she's not activating her skill. She's not activating her thing was on, whatever.
My compliments. Found your weak spot. Such is their true form.
Revealed at last. Exonerate.
Ah, I missed the wave because of that one little last one down there. I think hopefully I'll still come in under par, but that could have been better. My rotations, again, your rotations when you're doing this versus when you're doing something else, they're a lot different, I feel, but maybe maybe it's just a skill issue. Yeah.
Feel my wrath. Testing element.
Feathers incinerate. Perish in flames.
Inferno.
Take form.
Leave me alone.
Together we vanquish. Who's the caged bird now?
Applaud for me. With me.
I really have to go and read what like her kit is. Again, I'm just lazy. I don't like reading kits because they give you like, this giant like paragraph to be like the kits that we're getting are like they're overly complicated. It's just like this giant like wall of text. And it basically, like, you can sum down people's kits to just press this button until this button, and there you go. You know what I mean? But there's every so often there's a few things where it's like I have to go check, like, Lupa. I have to figure out when to get that upgraded intro skill or whatever. Like, how to do that? Because I still don't know how to do that very well. Like, I'll get it sometimes, but I don't know. Maybe you guys can correct me there.
Sever.
That was a waste.
Take form.
Perish in flames.
Kiss me. Triumph at the spear tip. With me. Together.
Fury boils.
Ow.
Burn to ashes.
I think it's like originally I think it's have to get all 3 intro skills, but I've tried that and it doesn't seem to work. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Take form.
Feathers incinerate.
With me.
Testing element.
Let's see. Wow, we got an A, man. We're like struggling apparently. Combat points, round points. Let's go back. We still get this one. We'll try 10 and 11, see how they do. So no fusion on either of these, but we can use our kind of top tier team. So I need Concerto here. Ults wouldn't. Yeah, I think Resonance Energy. So up here, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna bring out the new girl. And then down here, I'm gonna go with you, and you. Yeah, the rotations are a little better on this, I think. And then here, we're gonna do. When dealing damage, look at. Well, I mean, we kind of have to go with this one, right? And then here, does anybody here do mid-air attacks? I don't feel like they do. It depends on what that means, because Cardathea will kind of float into the air when she does her resonant skill damage. It's like, does that count? Like, technically, Philova's in the air the entire time while she's doing her little coordinated, Hecate attacks or whatever. Like, does that count? You know what I mean? It's like they're just so vague. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. But it seems a little niche, and most of Augusta's damage isn't going to be done in the air, so I'm going to go with that.
Surrender. Flicker into form. Structural collapse. Connections crumble. Such is that blessing.
Statuses are funny for Whimpering Waste because it's hard to like maintain them all. It seems to be, but I guess not. Like it seems to be spreading. Because I'm just like, well, if you kill this wave, now I have to apply it all to the next wave. But I guess either something Whimpering Waste does specifically, Or I think Chisa might be doing it so that it like spreads to the next, you know, wave of units or whatever. That's kind of interesting.
Come. Meet your end. Structural collapse. Connection set. Crumble. Such
As you can see, I'm not very good at like playing 3 units very well.
Running won't
Keep
save.
forgetting to switch to Carlotta whenever her skill is up. It's always like these last units. It's like one by itself, and I'm like trying to dump as much damage into them as I can, and it's not working.
Rage on!
Flicker into form.
Ruin is imminent. Charge forth with me. Furious tide.
Hopefully I don't just hit one person
Split
with
the
this.
heavens.
Well, I hit like 2. I think these guys all got hit by it too, but it always looks like you hit like one person with it.
Dismantle. A pivotal moment.
I think this time I'm gonna go into Carlotta and then do her ult.
It ends here. Break apart. My compliments. The stage is set. The world is mine. Masterpiece complete. Collapse. Such is that lesson. He flicker into form.
True form. Revealed at last.
Where's my timer? I'm like so close.
My compliments.
That was the last wave. Well, let's see how the next one does. Because you can get all the stars or whatever without maxing out the whatever, but I'd like to get them all.
Loading. Iron graft you knew. We wither together.
In control.
We wither together.
Sing of my triumph.
Symphony of life. Wails, rejoice the soul, never entomb.
Conquest begins now. Stand tall before the eternal sun. My valor never fails. Invincible.
Leave it to me. Load iron graft you knew. Ensemble. Thus you
Moment
fall.
of victory.
Symphony of life. Life or death. No alternative. Chant. Songs of old.
Got him T-posing.
This is my
There's an ult here. Oh, actually. No, no. Wasn't ult earlier, but like I had already chunked down most of their health bar. I was like, ah, whatever, I'll say.
Is enough. For Septimon!
Get him with this.
From the heart. Loading war with
Just the last guy? I think it was the last one. Just kill him. Hit him with the Shoryuken.
Conquest!
I think you get more damage if you do the charge heavy attack thing with her. But I just like do it like the Shoryuken's a lot faster and it hits more. Sometimes when you do the charge heavy, she'll miss and then you're just like, okay. It's 250, so 15,000. So I need to get at least like 2,000 off of this one, which I think is impossible to not get 2,000. It's gonna still piss me off that I have an A rank here, but I don't care enough. Again, the point of this account, the reason I do first runs is more just like, it's not to show off how skilled I am or just, you know, how much grinding I can do. Because I'll get this S rank, I'm pretty sure, if I just spend time grinding at it. But that's not the point. It's just to show off if an average skill player, free to play like me, can do this stuff, then the difficulty curve isn't out of the hand yet. So I'm more just here to display what's possible as a free to play rather than to be like, oh hey guys, I'm like the best player ever. You guys should watch me and how I do it. So like I said, like if you watch me and you're like, oh, if you're watching me play, you're like, man, this guy sucks at the game. Well, that's a good thing because that means that I can, not be as proficient and still get, all the rewards. And there's still room to grow. So like if you're better than me, then that's a good sign that you can also get all this stuff. Because one of the most important, it's not one of the most important things, but one of the more important things, especially in free to play games, is how balanced they are for like the average player. Like, can you get like all the rewards and everything and just enjoy the game? Because like as much as it's not all about summoning, enjoying the game, also part of it does come from, shut up, go away. Part of it does come from being able to summon, right? It's like, oh, if there's a character I want and I can't pull him because I didn't, I've been missing all the Whimpering Wastes rewards for a while, it sucks, but like I said, just part of this is just to kind of show that it's it's doable, right? Like when I start struggling, then that might be a good sign that like, okay, there's something going on. Here we're gonna do the same team again, just because there's no electric, whatever. There's no resistances to this team. I mean, they're resistant to what's her name, but it's whatever. Actually, do I want this one here? No. What was supposed to be here? Did I have it? Yeah, I had it this way, I guess. I'm like drawing a blank here. I don't remember what it's supposed to be. I guess it was these. And then we'll do the same buffs again. You'll get, no, that's the wrong one. You'll get this one, and you'll get this one. I think it also, it might be in the little gadget. I forgot. I don't know what they're called, but whatever that thing is, that might be what's keeping it.
Leave it to me.
Like the buffs, right? The debuffs. That's why they're doing a good job of spreading.
Fight by my side. Stand tall.
I keep forgetting not to do this. Oh look, they spawn in. They used to. I think they used to not. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I remember being annoyed because it's like I would burn ult and then nobody would spawn in. It's like, oh, well, that was kind of a waste.
Invincible.
Iron graph.
This should give me. This should give me intro. There we go. Outro.
Join me in accompaniment.
Moment of victory.
An intriguing concerto. Absolute futility. Symphony of life. Where's
I'm wasting this on these guys, but whatever. Because that initial hit that she does,
blossoms in
when she does that, it actually does a lot of damage.
A dying glory. All blood. Receptimon.
Come on, spawn.
My valor never
I guess they don't spawn in. Some of them were spawning in, but I guess there's a certain limit to how much. We'll hit him with this.
ordained. Okay, loading.
We'll hit him with this while the gold is up.
In war with time.
That's the only other things when you're using this team is Forlova doesn't always get to have the gold buff up. Because like I'll swap over to Shorekeeper and then Shorekeeper the timer will run out.
Halt. Life or death. No alternative.
And also the other thing is I now keep forgetting to echo skill with what's her name, with Augusta. Just like she has like every time I swap to her, she has something to do. She has either this little fake ult up. She has her charge attack thing up. You know what I mean? She always has something like I can activate. So it's like there's just never a time for me to be able to fit in her her echo skill. This thing is like the lamest thing she has. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny because like I said, there's so much to manage. I always get into this, but like again, when you're doing this and you're doing the slam, you can swap over to someone else, do something else, do this, do that, do that, do this. Come over here. When she's doing this and she gets this off, you can cancel that. So you go 1, 2, 3. You can cancel that, so that explosion still happens, but you don't have to sit there, right? So normally you have to sit there and wait through this. right? This whole animation, but you can just do this, and then cancel out of it, and it still happens. And she gets her little oh, the mouse stage. I tricked him. You get the little forte down there. So while she's doing that, instead of dash canceling, you swap over to her, and then she does her thing, So the reason I like Frolova is because Frolova always has something to do. She has to do a little bit of basic attacks, and then this comes out. And when you swap over to her, she doesn't have the basic attack. She always has the charge one, the Shoryuken. She either has this up, or she has her fake ult. She can be doing this. This only gives a little bit of damage to Frolova. It's not that big a deal, but it's still, it's something you can do, right? And that's one of the reasons I like this quick swap team so much. It's also kind of complicated to run both of them because of how much you have to keep track of both of them and what there are. But the other thing that's cool is that Frolova, you can almost guarantee she'll never have her outro skill ready until she does her final, her ult, where she does the strike, and then she goes and starts floating. That together gives her like half her, maybe not half, or maybe I'm exaggerating, but the point is, you can almost always guarantee that whenever you swap off her, you're not wasting an outro skill. Your outro skill will always come when you need it, and it's always going to be when you do her ult at the end. And then you swap into Augusta, and then she does her thing, right? So that's kind of why I like this team a lot. And again, Shorekeeper is like the least maintenance one here. She just sits here, does this to heal, which that's mainly just for the Concerto energy. Does this for attack percentage, which kind of sucks. It gives her energy regen, but attack percent is kind of lame, but whatever, especially because her ult gives out a bunch of bonuses anyway. But anyway, that's the main point. It's just this team synergizes really well. It's going to be hard for me to find a better team than that. Like this team, I like this team. Obviously, Cardathea synergizes really well with Chisa. But as I'm sure a lot of you guys can see, Carlotta's kind of like the odd one out here, and she doesn't really she kind of has a hard time just doing anything that like synergizes with them. It's just that Carlotta's personal damage is so high that just throwing in EX specials every now and then is useful because you can cancel out of them really quickly. So you just start off with this, and then there you go. Just run this as a 2-man, and then you come back to Carlotta whenever she's ready to do her. We're just gonna ult here. Hopefully I can wipe this wave off really quickly. Nope. Oh, yep. There we go.
Such is their blessing. Oceans.
Bow before me. Face your destruction.
Take this.
Chisa obviously makes this team a little easier to play because originally one of the things with Cardathea is her weapon requires, I don't know if it's arrow erosion or just a negative status effect. It might just be a negative status effect is all it needs. But I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that. But yeah, at the very least, she needs what's it called? Something, right? I'm not sure.
My compliments. Running won't save you. The stage is set. Victory favors me.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but her weapon requires either one or the other. But the point being that it makes it easier because now you can stack up 6, and whenever you're using her adult form or whatever, they're both adults, but whenever you use her big form, Fleur de Lis, there's something satisfying about pulling them all towards you like that. But whenever you use her big form, you kind of like, she burns off, she destroys, or doesn't, she consumes some of the arrow erosion stacks. So having 6 as a buffer when you go into ult is really good because it just means your buffs stay up longer. What am I hitting? Is there a guy here? Yeah, there's a guy here.
Sounding the death knell.
Oh man,
Furious tides.
I thought that was it. I'm gonna have one more. See if we can.
Lifeline blocked. Fracture marked. Nothingness.
Oh, I should have waited for that heavy attack at the end there. Yeah, we got him. So as you can see, for some reason, it's always, I guess the buffs, the little tokens, or what, I don't know what they're called, but these little tokens, what are they called here? Yeah, they're tokens, right? Yeah, these tokens, the gold ones are that strong. It's just interesting how kind of, I guess, lackluster these are. These seem to be anyway. I might come back and do this one. Yeah, I think what I might do here, because some of Cardathia's damage is airborne and some of Carlotta's damage is airborne, as well as some of Shang Li's damage is airborne and some of what's her name, Lupa's damage is airborne. I might be able to pull this off and run this. The damage level is amplified by 80%. If I jump in the air, does that count? Like if I jump and then do Chong Li's ultimate, like does that get an 80% damage boost? I don't know. That's interesting to think about. Yeah. But I might go back and do this, but I really don't care because I already got all the rewards out of this anyway, so it's fine. It's not the big deal. Like I said, it's kind of easy to hit the 15,000 mark. I think you can get A ranks, like what? You could probably get A ranks on all 3 of these and still hit it, which I find kind of interesting. Let's come over here, and then I guess we'll just do this one. Damage dealt is increased by 30%. Dealing damage, defeating enemies restores Ember. At max Ember. Okay, whatever. Concerto energy. This isn't really that big a deal, but it does take a little bit of decision making of like what I want to do here. We'll bring you, and you down here, and then up here we'll do. These are my 2 strongest teams right now. Is these 2. Just because they don't borrow anything from each other. Like neither of them has anything the other one needs. Just go with this. Yeah, these are also my 2 favorite teams. Like, I like this team. I think I would like it a little more. I just should have pulled Galbrenna because then it would have been her, and Galbrenna as a 3 girl. I was gonna say 3-man, but 3, and then also 3 girl doesn't sound right either. But a 3-man kind of team. It'd be great to run the 3 of them, but I missed out on Galbrenna. I had enough to pull her. I think I probably would have pulled her, but I couldn't be asked for some reason. I think next time she comes around, I'll probably pull her for sure. But again, she's not necessary. Like I said, if you're running a 3-person fire team, this guy does more than enough. Well, if you have him at max awakening or max resonance, whatever resonance chain.
Surrender. Breakpoint locked. Flicker into form. Spirits converge. Fracture marked. Break apart. Collapse. My company.
We also skill here.
Such is that blessing.
This is why you need. Well, you don't need it, but it would really help. It's really helpful to have some of Cardathia's resonance, whatever, her resonance chains, her sequences. There we go. I think. Who has resonance? Is that here? Who's sequences? I don't remember. I can't be asked, honestly. But anyway, that's why it'd be good to have some of her sequences because it helps with her arrow erosion stack mitigation.
Such is that blessing.
Like I said, you wouldn't have these issues if you just run Cardathia in the team she's supposed to be with like Chacona. But for some reason, for one, I don't like Chacona. I can't tell you why. I don't have a reason. I just don't like her. So I just can't be asked.
Structural collapse. Connection crumble severed.
Chisa, one of the things I like about Chisa too is she also has the same.
Such is that blessing.
She has that same thing that makes
Take this.
Frolova really easy to use.
True form.
Is that
Revealed at last.
she has the same thing that makes Frolova really easy to use, which is she always has her intro skill up after her kit is done, which a lot of the earlier gen units had issues where it's like you would come out, you would do their entire kit. Like Carlotta has an issue where like she has her entire kit done, and then it's just like then what, right? Like her outro skill is not ready. Now one of the reasons I like her is because her outro skill doesn't matter, right? But there's a lot of buffers that like there's times where like they're done, but they're out. Like one of the more irritating things about
This ends here.
what's her name
Cutting through the numbers. Perish.
Shorekeeper. The Shorekeeper's ult sometimes like she'll trigger her ult,
Such is that
but then her outro skill's not up, and I'm just sitting there like a retard, just waiting. Am I allowed to say retard anymore? I don't think so, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get team honest thing. I don't make money off of this anyway. But anyway, you're just sitting there like twiddling your thumbs, trying to figure out what to do, and that's like, I don't have a max variation. A max variation might fix or help that, but yeah, I don't know. We got 2030. At least breaking 2,000, I think you're good. I think you have to hit like 45 or something. That didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to, but you know, whatever.
Stay behind me.
Loading. In war with
I am
time.
curious. I think I have like a 3-star variation, so I am curious.
Thus, you fall. An intriguing concerto. We
If I do
learn
get it max
together.
rank, will that fix my issues with her?
Thus, symphony of life. Witness. Blossoms in wilt.
Fight by my side. In control.
Loading.
You just kind of, while you're figuring out what to do, you can like preload some of her stuff there.
In control.
It's like a decent gap closer when you activate her
Ordained.
her echo skill. It's not great, mind you, but
In
it's
war
decent.
with time. Oblivion.
Roars of conquest.
Absolute heed the echoes. Chant. Songs of old.
This is mine.
But anyway, yeah, that's what I like about Frolova. It's like Frolova, her kit will be finished, especially if you're quick swapping a lot. When her outro skill is done, and you can just get the benefits. Oh look, now they're spawning. I think it's just 50-50. Like on some of the boss waves, this kind of reminds me of that stupid joke where it's like, if you fought like, you know, what's it called, waves of first graders, and then every like fifth wave a middle schooler shows up or something. Like, you know what I mean? If you've heard that joke, this is kind of what it reminds me of, where it's like you're fighting a bunch of elementary school kids, and then like every so often there's like a little boss wave, kind of.
Symphony of life.
Pathetic struggle.
What was that joke? It's like
Invincible.
if you had to fight whatever waves of first graders, then every so often, every 5 waves or whatever, you fight a 5th grader. How many waves would you make it? It gives you such a hilarious visual. It's just like punching kids across a playground or something. Probably makes me a bad person. It's still funny to me.
One strike is enough. For sentiment.
I'm telling you, this team did better than the other one, and it's mainly the only reason this team did. Wow, I still didn't even hit like, what, you hit the 5K or something. Let's go back. The reason this team, let's see, 45. Oh, I missed it by 40 points. Anyway, the reason why this second team is better is mainly just because Shorekeeper is so, like, anybody who's telling you that Chisa's like the Shorekeeper for whatever, don't believe them. They're stupid. Here's the thing with Chisa is she's great. She has defense shred plus debuff extension or whatever. That's fine, but that's about it. Her weapon gives a 24% damage boost to the entire team, which is also pretty good for if they have whatever. But the thing is, well, especially maybe it's just my Shorekeeper in particular, but Shorekeeper kind of blows it out of the water because everybody can use crit chance, everybody can use crit damage, and that multiplies your damage by a huge amount. But on top of that, my Shorekeeper has S2, which gives you 40% attack boost, which is ridiculous. Plus, her set is the, what's it called? The Rejuvenating Glow, which gives everybody 15% attack. And then on top of that, the Echo that she has on also gives everybody 10% attack. So there's just too many buffs that Shorekeeper provides, even without the S2, that Chisa's going up against. So it's like, it makes the second team a little easier. Not to mention, what's her name? Frolova and Augusta just scale off of that, you know, through the moon, right? Man, I'm off by what? 40 points? This top team needs to get their act together a little more. Is this the right thing? 20% ignore damage. Let's see what the rest of this is. They recover additional ember. Trigger once every second. While in the burning wave state, resonators deal 50% more damage. And the negative status of the target is raised to max stacks upon hit. Not to mention, what's her name? Shorekeeper's outro skill gives like a 15% attribute damage bonus. Like it's just there's just too much to compete with. It's ridiculous. While in the building waves, deal 50% more damage and negative status effect on targets raised to maximum stacks upon hit. So yeah, basically this is what is this? A 20% defense shred plus Chisa's outro skill gives her an 18% defense shred, which is 38%, plus the Havoc Bane reduces damage, I think 2% per stack or something like that, so it's 12%, so 18 plus 12 is 30, plus the 20 from this is 50% defense shred. That's not even including, what's her name? Cardathia's weapon. Can I see it from here? Cardathia's weapon also gives a 10% defense shred. Ignore 10% of the target's defense when dealing damage. All right, what does this say? Let's take a look at this. 15 HP. 15 seconds after casting intro skill or basic attack. Okay, so the basic attack, the defense shred is basic attack and intro skill. Okay. If the target has, okay, so it's arrow erosion to give you 25% damage amplification. Oh, what? Hold on. Okay, since there's no time limit, I was wondering if having that on there made it universal, but it's just to her. So she gets a 25% damage buff. Anyway. Yeah, so the defense shred is there no matter what. Well, not no matter what, but you know what I mean? It's like, she has so many basic attacks that it's basically given. So 10% defense shred. That's actually, well, for another health scaling, if there's another health scaling sword user, this would be pretty decent because they get HP plus HP here plus 10% damage shred or defense shred. This is only, I think this is only because I have an S2 weapon. 12%. So it's 8% at base. I get 10 because I have 2. But anyway, the point being, yeah, let's see. Is there anything I can do? Wow, your crit rate is terrible. Oh, her crit rate, I didn't mind it being so terrible because she had, what's her name? Shorekeeper with her, but I think I have to fix this. There has to be something I could do. Man, I don't have any. I really have to go and grind more for more of her stuff. She has crit rate here, so I'm missing. Let's kind of calculate this out. So let's pretend 7%. I'm missing 7% here, and 7% here. I'm missing 14% roughly crit chance. So 14, so 12 here gets me to 70. So I'd be at 72% crit chance, which is still, I'd like it to be higher. I'd like hers to be higher and hers to be higher. Now that I don't have a crit chance, now that I have Shorekeeper with this team anymore. Man, her crit rate is actually abysmal though. I think what I might do, because this defense shred token buff is so strong, maybe I should run her with another. There's no one else. That's the issue with Cardathia is like unless it's Chacona, there's no one else to use. I mean, you can use Arrow Rover, but Arrow Rover's only job is to increase the stacks. Now, Arrow Rover does give out a, especially if you give her weapon. The point is, I'm trying to figure out if there's a lazier way to do this other than like going in and like spamming twice as hard. This weapon gives arrow damage dealt 22%, which could be pretty good. I forgot what else. I actually don't think that Arrow Rover has any buffs in her kit for that. Let's see. Let's try this. I'm gonna try. So we're gonna do Cardathia. This team ends up working a lot better than it really has any right to. Just because Sanhua's rotations are so fast, she just comes in and does her thing. 76. I don't know why. What is going on with this build? Who did this to you? So I can't run a healing bonus one. Well, I can't run it anyway because she can't heal, so it's dumb. Crit damage. I need crit rate on that. Should I just boost one of these? No, I don't even have one to boost. Sorry, but that's what you're running, unfortunately. I don't know, where did these come from? Who did this? Who did this to you? Did I take someone else's gear and give it to her? I probably did. That's probably where this is from. All right, I'm gonna fix her gear up and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna try this 85%. Somehow I got 85.9. Anyway, the reason 85% is decent on Sanhua is because you're banking on the fact that she'll get her 15% off of this. Usually when you swap her in and her intro skill is ready to go, it takes like 2 attacks. When you swap her in on the intro skill, immediately after, I think she starts off at like basic attack 3, and then she does 3, 4, and then 5. Gets that, you do your EX special, or her EX special. You do her resonance skill into resonance liberation, and then you swap her off. That's kind of it. This is one of the things that pisses me off is you get 10% attack for the whole team, but again, Cardathea can't use it. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. What else? Is that everything? I guess that's everything. We'll just try this out, mainly because, like I said, I think her boosting Cardathea's damage, because out of all of them, Cardathea has so much damage kind of spread out across her entire kit, but one of her main damage sources does come from her basic attacks. So a 30% damage boost to that might be helpful, and maybe wasting less time on Carlotta might help as well. So I'm actually just curious to see how this works. This video is already like 40 minutes long. It's crazy.
Breakpoint locked. Flicker into form. Excise in a breath. Birds converge. This ends here. Action. Connection. Stay behind. Sever.
Oh my gosh, this is actually terrible. Wasted way too much time there. I need to swap to her faster.
Breakpoint locked. Flicker into form. Cut. Down to the structural collapse. Cutting through.
Stay behind.
Number.
Frost flume. Like frigid death. A change of
Perish. Be gone, wicked souls. Such is their blessing. Flicker into form. A pivotal.
I don't actually think this is going any better. Partially it's because I swapped off of Cardathea too quickly.
Connection severed.
Stay behind. Frozen blockade. A change of
Crumble. Purge the impure. Such is their blessing. Repent.
Where's my...
silence beckons.
See, I think, look at that. There's that buff down there. And I think that's, what's her name's buff?
Tides, rise and crash. Furious tides, split the heavens. To pieces.
There's an
Nothing.
ult here.
Deconstructed.
I like the way her resonance skill works too. Come on, there we go. Where's everybody?
Structural collapse. Cutting through the numb.
Stay behind. Cycle of course. Like frigid death. A
Collapse. Heavens, descend.
See, look, the debuff isn't spreading here. Man, this is just way worse by like humongous margin. That was a waste of my time. Okay, let's keep. Yeah, I don't know what. So like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not always consistent. Trying to run. What's her name? I think just the fact that I'm telling you, just the fact that Carlotta does so much damage by herself, like without getting any buffs or anything, just for free.
To pieces. Excise in a breath. Crumble. Split. Such is their blessing. Dismantle. That's smart.
There we go. Now we're talking. Look at this combo.
Apart.
Gnarly.
Be gone, wicked souls. Cramming won't save you. Such is that
Breakpoint
lesson.
locked.
To pieces.
I flicker into come.
There's an ult here.
Meet your end. Dismantle. Structural collapse. Cutting through the nut. Collapse. Heavens, descend. True form.
Revealed at last.
Sound my compliment.
The death knell. Charge forth,
Ult
windstorm.
here.
Sweep all away.
Purge the impure.
Close. Flicker into form.
I keep forgetting.
A pivotal.
If you see me canceling that stupid big scissor attack or whatever, it's not on purpose. It's because I keep forgetting that like her echo skill doesn't like you can't just do it for free. So it takes so that's me activating the echo skill. It's just it takes me out of the animation. I forget that it does
Such
that.
is lesson. Improvise. You will yield. The world is mine.
We're doing no damage.
Masterpiece.
This is with a what? This is with a 40% defense shred or whatever, and Carlotta's like barely doing anything. It's kind of interesting.
Such bliss is that eye of unraveling. Surrender.
That was a waste of time. No.
Nothingness. Deconstructed. Flicker into form.
Be gone, wicked souls.
Ah. 20. See, this is the team I need to get up. Is there any way to can I just redo this one? Well, I guess we can. I don't know if I should continue this video because it's gonna take forever. How many more? We'll try one more time, and if not, I'll have to come back and do this later.
To pieces. Perish. Purge the impure. Such is that my compliment. Still recognize me.
Stress point mapped. Flicker into form.
This ends here.
Connection severed.
Purge the impure. Such is that lesson.
Dead center blocked. Come. Meet your end. Spirits converge.
Structural collapse. Cutting through the number. Perish.
There we go. That was a little better time.
Oceans.
An ult here.
Bow before me. Torrents, rage on.
Found your weak spot.
Charge forth with me.
I'm gonna see. I think did I ult last time with Carlotta. I think I did. So I'm gonna see what happens if I don't waste time on her ult, just because her ult doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage.
Lifeline blocked.
I'm sure it still does a lot of damage. It's just not doing enough damage to justify it right now.
Pivotal moment.
This ends here. Break apart. Collapse. Be gone, wicked
Look at that. That
souls.
wave was just deleted. That's crazy,
Such
man.
is that lesson. Take this. True form.
Revealed at last. Sentence before. Sounding the death knell. Stress points flicker into form. Atonement. My blade.
I think I'm not. I think I didn't get any air erosion on those guys. That's fine.
Heavens, descend.
Eye of unraveling. Nothingness.
Ult here.
Deconstructed.
To pieces.
Connections crumble. Severed.
Oh, come on.
Surrender. Purge the impure.
Come on. Something give me. Ah! I got 20 points more than last time. That's dumb. Ah! I was so close. Those health bars were really small. I think switching to Carlotta might have been. I wonder if just two-manning this might be better. That'd be kind of interesting. But for now, we'll just leave it at that. I got most of the rewards. We're stuck here at the end with an A rank, just a little more. But as you can see, it's well within reaching distance. So I'll grind it out more, and then I'll show you guys the results later. Yeah, until next time.